What's up, guys? It's Chris here, back with Tru-Lite gas products, and today we're talking about grilling upkeep. It's the season, spring is in, we're getting ready to grill, but we might have a dirty grill. So we open this guy up. Sure enough, if you're Mr. Sanchez, me, you've got a dirty grill. So again, a lot of people ask me, how do I maintain and keep my grill clean during the season? So I'm going to give you some pointers on how to do that and what we focus on the most when we're talking about keeping a grill clean. So the first thing you're going to notice on this grill is it's got a housing. You're seeing your housing. You come in close here, you'll see this housing here. This is called the oven housing. You've got your burner knobs here. This control the flame output and how hot you want it to get. So this is kind of your control board here. When you open up this grill, you're going to get into things like your cooking grids, your griddle tops. If we take this off right here and kind of lift it up, we're going to come in here. We're going to lift this up a little bit like that as we go here. And you're going to notice inside of here, you're going to see what we call vapor panels, flavorizer bars, heat tints, you name it. We get all the names for that particular item that you've got in there. Those are going to get dirty. We need to make sure those get clean. So we're going to show you how to do that. Below these, you'll have your burners. And then you've got your oven interior here. All of these things are ultra important to keep clean if you want to have the best performance out of your grill. Before we get started on showing you this though, I want to kind of show you a few tools of the trade that we use. You want to have you a good grill brush like this. I love to get bristle free like you see here. That means no bristles are going to be left behind. They expand to clean the cooking grid, but they also double down right here and have a scraper put into place here with your little curl edges to get to your actual cooking grids and clean them the way they're supposed to be. You also notice they've got some good give for tension. So if you look here, I can push down on this and I can be as rough as I want because it's got nice tension and everything that you need to kind of get that clean the way that you want it to be. They also have wood scrapers if you want to be like this. This is more kind of eco-friendly in that it's a wood scraper. As the grill heats up, it'll shape right here to the actual grates themselves. This is a cheaper alternative, does work, but again, I kind of prefer, like I said, the Helix style ones that we saw before then. So let's get into it. If your cooking grids are hot like mine, you're going to need a towel. I'm going to reach over here and get that towel. But when we're doing cooking grids right here, I'm going to kind of come in here real fast and show you. These grates here are going to be shaped like this. I'm just going to get a scraper like so, scrape in between here and kind of get those side edges off that you might not be able to get with a brush. We'll kind of do that and get that going. Now, once I do that, the grill is pretty hot. You've used it already, you're done cooking, so the grill's going to be pretty hot. So I will go ahead and get my scraper here, and I'll just go to town and just give it a nice push through here and give the grates a nice little push through. Because it has been burning, all of that debris is going to be carbonized. So a good burn of 5 to 10 minutes before you brush is pretty cool to do, to kind of carbonize all that material and make it easier to get out. Same thing on your griddle. You can get that thing heated up and then you can just scrape that down with this flat side right here. Or if you have a scraper like this, you can just use that right directly on here and just scrape that way and get that stuff off and then re-oil and season. Now, when we talk about our cooking grids below here, we get into the vapor panels, or sear panels is what we would call those. These are unique. I'm gonna grab one more little towel here. You can take these out just like so, and you're gonna expose the bottom of this area. If you wanna zoom in here and kind of see, look how dirty it is down there. I mean, that's just dirty and disgusting. That's a drip pan there. It's all wide open, so all of your debris gets in here. So you can imagine if I leave this in here for a month, I'm gonna get some fires happening, and we don't want that. So the first line of defense is gonna be this guy right here. And the way that we clean these is super simple. I got my scraper here. I'll get this in a trash can right below me, and I'll just scrape down like that and get it nice and clean. You'll do that for every single one of these vapor panels until you don't see any more debris on there. This will reduce the flare-ups. It'll utilize this the way that it's supposed to be used to radiate that heat and get it using well for an even cook across the board. So moving from there, we'll put that back. But what we do now is after we clean all these, we'll lift this guy up. This will obviously be off actually, but we'll take that. And like I said, we expose the bottom here so that you can see what's going on. I typically will get a shot vac with my scraper. A shot vac is a vacuum cleaner that you can get, has a bag on it. but it allows you to do liquid as well, and just scrape the sides of this into that drip pan that's right below here. So you can see right here, your drip pan's there. I just want to scrape all this stuff out of there and get it down into that drip pan. So when I pull it out, I can easily clean it and we're good to go. We want to keep this oven base and this drip pan clean at all times. Reduces flare-ups, helps it to cook good, and helps it to cook evenly. The last thing that I focus on is my burners. And then actually, I want you to come right in here and kind of look right here. Most of you guys are gonna have an igniter that will ignite up like this, right? So when that igniter gets dirty with full of grease and gunk, what happens is this thing refuses to light because it doesn't have the proper mixture of gas and air, so it doesn't want to light up. So I want to clean these burners nice and good with a scraper or a brush, pin those little holes there to make sure they're good. And then I want to get right in here where this little igniter probe is, and you'll have one on every burner. You want to brush that, get that nice and clean, and make sure that it's contacting perfectly with its ignition probe so that it lights this baby up. Vacuum it out. Last thing we want to do after we get all done with that, and I'm just going to shut this for purposes, shut that through. See how this is really dirty, Ashley, like that? It's got a lot of dirt on there. We want to wipe that of dirt, dust it first. Water, dust that off, and then we'll apply a stainless steel cleaner like Zap. WD-40 is always a great one, and we'll go with the grains if we're stainless steel to shine that thing up. So again, clean the dirt off first, or else you're just grinding dirt into there and scratching up your grill. So wipe it down first of dirt, then you can go back with your WD-40. Guys, that's a quick overview of how to keep your grill nice and maintained during the season. If you need a professional clean after a year worth of cooking, give us a call. Our service department does full service cleans here in the Houston area. 713-682-2053. We thank you guys for following. We hope this helps in maintaining your grill for the season. Have a good one.